Okay, I'm gonna solve this Rubik's Cube again until my tremor goes away. I'm gonna only solve it with my left hand because that is where it is more prevalent. But yeah. Okay. Alright. I feel like talking about the video game Bayonetta because I don't know, it's just on my mind. So the main character is Bayonetta. And Bayonetta is a witch with superpowers. And she can summon demons to pretty much defeat her opponents. In the first game, she fights angels. In the second game, she fights demons. And in the third game, she fights things that are called homunculi. And like, if it's basically if you were to go to purgatory, you would basically find those things. The game is made up. Hopefully you understand that. I don't want like people saying stuff like, OMG, why is she fighting angels? It's a game. That's why she's fighting angels. Hopefully you don't need like a real reason as to why she's fighting angels. In the second game, she goes to hell to retrieve her best friend because they must have took her. Her best friend is John, and John basically matches her powers. Bayonetta's demons are mainly black, and hers are mainly white. But yeah, she goes out to retrieve her best friend. In the first, second, third game, you can play as John, and the enemies are more difficult to defeat because when they hit you, they take more of your health. Their damage is increased. It's not because Chan is weak. It's just how the game is. Honestly, I think that's pretty cool. I think it's cool that the enemies attack more. In the third game, there is a third witch who is newly introduced. Her name is Viola. And she carries around a katana. And she can undergo a transformation where she herself becomes like a majestic being. Yeah, she herself becomes a majestic being, and she's basically invincible for that time that you're able to turn into the majestic being. These characters are attractive. That's why it's that's why it's probably one of my favorite video games. They're attractive. Yeah, they're attractive. Essentially, it's like if Devil May Cry and God of War was a girl, to paint a better picture. I think the game was introduced to me because I saw my stepdad at the time playing it, and I think he like gave me the controller or something. Ever since then, that has just become my favorite video game. I know in the first video game you have to beat it 100 times before you can play it as John or something. I think so. You have to beat it 100 times to play as John. John's boobs are smaller. Her boobs are smaller, but they are equally as attractive. Like, yeah, they're equally attractive. They fight each other in the first game. They fight each other in the first game. Yeah, John has white hair and Bayonetta has black hair. They are the same age. Don't get it like confused. The white hair does not mean she's old. But yeah, her hair is white. In the first game, she had short hair. But in the second and third, her hair is long. In the first game, Bayonetta's hair is long. In the second game, her hair is short. And in the third game, her hair is long again. But yeah. So the male characters, the only one that has powers is Rodon, and he essentially has a bar known as the Gates of Hell. And there he sells like Bayonetta, like cursed objects, weapons, and more things, which is kind of cool. Luca is a human. I think he's a human, and he doesn't have powers, but he essentially flirts with Bayonetta, or shoots a shot. Enzo is another male character, and he also doesn't have powers, but he is married, which makes me wonder, cause he is a little fat. Yeah, he is a little fat. But anyways, looks like I did it. Beautiful, magnificent. Remember, guys, be amazing and adiós. Te veo en el próximo video.